Every time Reggie Abercrombie comes back to the birdcage with Winnipeg, he usually gets a round of cheers from Canaries fans. The fan favorite produced on and off the field during his 4 seasons in Sioux Falls from 2010 through 2013. Now in his 20th season of professional ball at 38 years old, and with realignment of the American Association that put them in separate divisions, meaning the Canaries and Goldeyes will only meet once in Sioux Falls this year. Today's series finale might be the final time fans in Sioux Falls ever see Abercrombie playing at the birdcage. Taylor Hill was great on the bump. He limited the fish, and Abercrombie, great barehand pick here in the third to keep things scoreless. His counterpart, Mitchell Lamson, was just as good, much to the dismay of KG and company. He had 5 strikeouts and gave up no runs through 7 2/3 innings. The race was on to see who'd score the first run in this game, and Hill was not about to let up. He had 5 strikeouts as well. We were scoreless through 7 innings of play until the 8th inning when we finally have a breakthrough. Runner on second and 1 out for Winnipeg, Josh Romansky. He's been a producer for them for quite a while. He rips a single into right, run comes in to score, and Winnipeg leads 1-0. Hill would recover as he fans Abercrombie for one of his 5 strikeouts on the day. And if you're wondering about Reggie and what could be his last game in Sioux Falls, he went 1 for 4. In the 9th inning, the Canaries with the tying run on 3rd and 2 outs, down to their last at bat. Ale Lago, ale, ale, ale. Seriously, that's his song in the batter's box. Tying RBI single makes it 1-1. We go to extra innings, and in the 10th inning, the Canaries get 2 on and 1 out. Andrew Eli is going to send KG and everybody else home happy with the flare into right field. Winning run coming around third will beat the throw, and the Canaries get a walk-off winner. Take a look at the celebration. Well earned as this team gets back to 8-8 on the season. They actually did not have a walk-off hit last season, so kind of cool to see this happening early on in the year final, and this one 2-1. Eli with the walk-off single. Again, great effort for Hill. He didn't get a decision, but he worked 8 innings, struck out 5, gave up 7 hits and 1 earned run. They're back to 500, and they'll host the first of 3 with Cleburne after an off day on Tuesday. It's early enough in the big league season for Twins fans to be a little skeptical of the team's fast start, and a 14-3 loss to Tampa Bay to open their 10-game road trip certainly might have stoked some fears. Since then, Minnesota has shown why they've been one of the best teams in baseball, bouncing back for 2 straight wins with a chance to take 3 out of 4 and win their 40th game of the season in this afternoon's series finale with the Rays. Mitch Garver welcome back. He'd kind of been banged up for a while. RBI single to get the run scoring going in the 3rd. Minnesota leads 1-0. Check this play out. Jake Odorizzi, the former Ray on the mound. He thinks he's given up a double or a run. Not with Byron Buxton in center. He makes the crashing catch and then gets the double play. Yeah, it's a highlight every night with Buxton. He is great in the outfield, and the Twins were great at the plate today. Miguel Sano with an RBI double. Kind of eats up the outfielder out there, allows the runner to score from first, and it's 3-0 Minnesota. Now we saw what Buxton can do in the field. He's got crazy speed. Check out this bunt from Jorge Polanco. Anybody else you probably get. Not Buxton. The RBI bunt single makes it 4-0, and then they open it up. C.J. Cron with the bases loaded. 3-run double, make it 7-0. It got a little interesting late, but Minnesota goes on to win 9-7. It is indeed their 40th win of the season. Though the Sioux Falls Storm have locked up at least 1 home game in the playoffs, there's still plenty to play for heading into the season's final 2 weeks. The Storm clinched at least the number 3 seed in a home game in the IFL playoffs last night by crushing San Diego 60-7. Lorenzo Brown had a big game, going for 137 total yards, passing for 5 touchdowns, and running for this impressive 40-yard score after that bad snap. Newcomer Nolan Saraceni also ran for 40 yards and a pair of scores, and Kalen Campbell ran for a touchdown and caught another. The Storm are still in play to get the number 2 seed, which would give them a bye and allow them to host the conference championship if they win out. And that sets up a big showdown next week in Des Moines with defending IFL champion Iowa. Now, aside from it being a rematch of last year's heartbreaking United Bowl loss, a win would give the Storm a sweep of the season series with Iowa and all but lock up that number 2 seed. And, of course, plenty more coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Sioux Falls East and West playing Legion baseball. We'll have those highlights as well as the NBA Finals. We're back in 1 moment.